A little appreciation? Do you know how easy this is for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke. And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
Yeah, you're right, Will. I can't do this proof. But you can, and when it comes to that, it's just a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and me. But I'm one of them.
Sorry.
Yeah, so am I. Most days I wish I never met you. Because then I could sleep at night. I didn't have to walk around with the knowledge that there was someone like you out there.
Skills at skillsmethod.com, danceforseduction.com. Shout out to the hostler, busters, players, pimps, boas, natural, jiggles, mags, playboys, fuckboys. Fuck it! Everybody. Alright guys, in this video I'm gonna talk about some of the main problems that are annoying me for a long time from the seduction community, and why the seduction community is going to shit, getting taken over by a bunch of keyboard jockeys that are the red pill movement. Okay, so I wanted to do this for a long time, but I rather focus on freaking bringing value instead of nitpicking. But it's getting too out of hand that I cannot. It's too much already. It's too annoying already. Okay, so I'm going to start. My goal with this video is for you guys to fucking get your act together, because this is embarrassing. It's getting pathetic. It's getting crazy. Okay, all right. The main problem. One of the I'm gonna go with some of the main problems that I have been noticing. Okay, number one, you have a lot of guys that are not part of the community. And I'm guilty of this, because when I joined the community, this happened to me. You have a lot of naturals. In other words, naturals are guys that are good with women, that they learn themselves without reading books in the community. Okay? And civilians, I call civilians people that don't understand seduction and are not even naturals. Those regular guys. Okay, most of them betas, or some of them just normal guys that don't know anything about pickup. All right. So what they do is that the natural, because I was like that. I was like that for my first couple of years in the community. I was like that, and then about after my breakup, when I went back to clubs, okay, and I hooked up with another main after that. Because of my breakup, I was trying to be like, all right, I'm done with pickup. I'm done with seduction. Let me try be a normal guy. So I hooked up with this girl, very nice girl, and I dated her for a year, and I stopped pickup, okay, for a year. That's the only time in the last 20 years when I stopped doing pickup, okay, because again, I had a girlfriend for a main for 10 years. I broke up. I started getting girls, but I was hurt, so I got a rebound girl. And I said, okay, let me try a different way, and let me just be a normal guy. And I dated her for a year. Okay, she moved in with me. Okay, and I stopped pickup for the first time in like 20 years. By the time I came back to the community, my game was shit. I mean, it wasn't even that my game was shit. It's that what used to work stopped working, because dance floor game. There was no dance floor game. It was when the millennials. It was a couple of years ago, like 5 to 8 years ago, 5 years ago, I think, when the millennials Tinder Tinder came out, when Tinder was popular, that everybody stopped going to clubs. Everybody went to the dating apps. So nobody was going to clubs. It was a weird stage that happened for a while, and nothing was working. And I started fighting with guys that were seducers, like like my boy TVster and TVster and some of the guys that were having success at that time doing something called second generation verbals, because I thought it was like mental masturbation. I didn't understand it. But I mean, well, these guys, I mean, a good teacher will make things simple for everybody to understand, instead of instead of fighting, he will find a way to interpret that, which is something that a guy named Cosi, Cause of Success, did. Instead of fighting, he found a way to make understand what was going on. And he said, "Hey, skills, dude, you do the same thing that you're fighting against, but you do it in text." Which is my texting. I do a lot of I do a lot of second generation verbals, but with humor, without knowing. I talk about that in the last video that I made, about how I do something called the grandmaster style, which is indirect sexual jokes, indirectly. So I put two and two together and I say, "Oh shit, this is what happens." Okay, so this is how it works. And then I took the TV steroid orgasm routine and I got laid. Whew. Bro, I got laid like I was getting laid like crazy till I got burned out. Totally burned out. I was getting laid like crazy, like crazy. Right, but my point is for that story is that a lot of naturals, and that sample is not even fair to me either. But a lot of naturals are even worse than that. A lot of naturals think everything. A better example is this. A better example is that when I joined the community, um, I thought next was insulting women. So this is a better example. Okay, the last example is decent, but this is a better example. This perfect example. When I joined the community, right? A mystery talks about next. So I had this hot, one of the hottest girls I ever slept with in my life. She was like a fucking knight. She looks like Kim Kardashian naturally in her prime, but without the surgeries. A big, gorgeous girl. I have the lab report somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can link it, guys. She was a gorgeous MILF, man. Like one of the hottest girls I ever had in my life. Big tits, big ass, beautiful, gorgeous woman from Indianapolis. Okay. So with that girl, I said, "Your kissing sucks." I thought I was doing a neg, but anybody with a brain knows that that's not how negs work. Negs is a backhanded type of compliment, like saying like, "Oh, oh, that shit is from H&M or something like that." Something that is gonna bust women's balls and is gonna make her a little self-conscious, so she doesn't think she's all that, but not in a mean way. Like saying your kissing sucks is the wrong thing. So what happens is a bunch of naturals and a lot of people that don't know pickup don't understand a lot of the things that the pickups artists are doing, and they take it out of context and they use it to make fun of them and to criticize them. Like for example, they make fun of Mystery. Mystery used to get a lot of fucking girls. Mystery was the man. I used to make fun of Mystery. The other day I went to a Gothic club. It's in West Palm Beach. If you guys want to Google it, it's called Renegade. No, not Renegade. Respectables. I'm sorry, Respectable. And everybody was dressed like Mystery, and there were more women than men, and the women were hot. And Mystery, that's what he was doing. He was catering to the alternative goth community, which was popular back then when Mystery was popular. So that's what he was doing, and he was getting laid like crazy, and he got a lot of people laid. Okay, so people don't understand that civilians say, "Oh, this guy looks like a clown." Richard Cooper, for example, Richard Cooper doesn't get laid. He's making fun of Mystery, who gets laid. You know what I'm saying? So that's another problem that and this goes into my segue. Okay, so the naturals the naturals and the civilians don't know what the fucking the pickups artists are doing. Like, I have this guy that he has 100 lay, he's a natural. He thinks TV star, like for example, he talks shit about a guy called TV star. He doesn't understand what TV star does. Okay? But he takes it personal. He doesn't like the guy. So he thinks the guy is fake. But I have done what the guy is teaching, so I know it's not fake. It's real. You know what I'm saying? So that goes into my next segue, which is the posturing. Okay? So you have a pickup coach or a poster that will talk crap, take stuff out of context, nitpick, not because they have field tested or tried the content, but because they don't like the person, or because and it's not even to help the student, but to put someone else down, so to put somebody else down so they can elevate themselves. That I call that posturing. Okay. And they think that their shit is so superior and it's fucking worse. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting people laid. I mean, like, if I compare what they do with guys I'm teaching, the guys that I'm teaching get laid more than the guys they're teaching, without doing all the fucking mental masturbation and flowery talk and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody can do whatever style they want. But don't put other styles down to make your style good without you fucking knowing that we're doing the fucking same shit. The only difference is that we don't go into shit that comes across a little weird. You know what I'm saying? All right, but I'm not the one that sits. I allow everybody to do whatever style of pickup. I don't even criticize any style of pickup. As long as the guy that is doing it works for whoever guy is doing it. That's it. That's all I care about. If the guy's trying, getting out there, and he motivates them, and he makes them try hard and all that shit, that's fine. I don't care. I don't need to criticize somebody else's style to make my style look good. I know my shit works, okay? And I know if I teach my shit, it's going to work. But I don't have the need to put somebody else down or to put somebody else's style down to make my style look better. Like, bro, this morning I saw an article. And the one pickup teacher, which is a role model pickup teacher, is making fun of a video of an instructor named Todd, taking the video out of context, where Todd is on purpose trying to fucking fail, and he's putting that, and the guy knows. I know the guy's posturing. The guy has to know. He's putting that video as an example of like, oh, this is why it doesn't work, and that's why people look at pickup parties bad and shit like that. You know, the subcommunication. And then he takes one of the fucking best guys that has been in the field with 1 million people, and everybody says this is the best guy ever done. Even Gambler, who owns a company, is a teacher instructor, say this is the guy I ever seen in my life. And a guy that I don't even know the guy, but I know his shit is for real. Okay, taking a video out of context again to make the guy that is good, the guy that I learned how to understand approach invites. The guy is Steve Java. That guy is Steve Java. I don't even know Steve Java. Okay, but I know the guy is good because he came out with the concept for. I mean, I don't know if he came out with the concept or not. They are saying that he stole it. I don't think he stole it. I think a lot of people come to the same conclusions. Gambler, not even Steve Java, Gambler took what he saw in the field and explained it, which is the forcing approach invite. I do that in my game, but I didn't know what it was, and I've been doing that forever. But his explanation held my game. So the same with David D'Angelo. David D'Angelo, everybody, he's not good. He has an ugly girlfriend. I don't give a shit. Whatever he taught, you know what I'm saying. He helped me with my own game, and I got laid a lot from his stuff. But people put him down to posture to make themselves look good at their style, the technique, whatever is better. Fucking bitch ass behavior. They need to stop with that shit, man. People do it on purpose. That's bitch fucking behavior. and it comes from group thinking and friendships. That's another problem the community have. So you have a bunch of little niche groups. They get together like a little bitches and faggots, and they all give each other rankings, which totally water down the guys that are actually good at pickup. Make guys that have zero business being coaches, moderators, people. Imagine you put a mod. Imagine you put a mod, a guy that have crazy a history of crazy temperament, and like to talk down to people. Okay, imagine if you put that guy because who he is in a fucking moderator position. It's retarded. Imagine the guy that sat down in the neck of the guy, the cop. Imagine if that guy has a hips, which that guy had a history by that or doing that in the past, a lot of complaints. But imagine you made that guy the chief of police. Shit like that goes in the pickup. Imagine that you have guys with less than 50 lays becoming tribal elders or moderators just because of friendship. What does that do? That's water down the advice. That water down the community as a whole. Imagine guys that have no business having YouTube channels, okay? Because they speak confidently and because they have a lot of views and a lot of subscribers teaching, okay? They have no business, okay? They have no business, okay? Teaching pickup. I call that advanced guys with big clout lock seduction skills. That's what I call them, okay? And I call them and I call those guys advanced keyword jockeys, okay? Because they have good marketing, they are good marketing, and they're confident doing YouTube videos, putting out products that are worthless, giving low odds to horrible pickup advice that doesn't even work. All right, and then we have a lot of that talking about advanced keyboard jockey. Okay, so this is a concept that came out. Look, the other day I was talking to this guy. Right, he's a good natural with 100 lays. Right, and he was talking to me. Okay, he's like in his 30s. He was lecturing me as a fact. Oh, guys that have no money, that are older, you need money to be older to get laid and all this shit. Guys, if you know me and my history, you know my age. I'm not gonna disclose it in YouTube. I get laid like a fucking champ, zero issues, and I don't use money. I don't front with money. All right, I don't use money. My share is my game. Alright, and my subcommunications, and my social freedom, and my dancing, and my game, my texting, all my shit. That's what I do. The shit I teach you and post about, that's what I use to get laid. So this fucking guy, okay? So I tell this guy, alright. So after arguing with him, I say, how many girls have you fucked, okay, as an older man over the age of 38? Crickets. Because the dude is 30 years old. So I call that a form of advanced keyword jockey. A guy that has no idea what he's fucking talking about. Okay? He shouldn't be... How are you going to lecture somebody on how to get laid as an older man if you haven't experienced it, if you're not old yourself? Okay? Alright? Again, that's a form of advanced keyword jockey. I got so fucking pissed and I left the fucking group for a while. Right, another form of keyword jockey that I see in the community is white American guys in Thailand, Latin American, Eastern Europe, giving fucking pickup advice to guys in the USA, for example. They have no fucking business doing that shit. If you're not in the United States, okay, gaming, no online bullshit, gaming in the United States, you have no business if you're in fucking Thailand or Latin American or Eastern Europe giving fucking pick up advice because you did it like 5 years ago. This shit, the game changes over and over and over. Okay, a lot of things carry over, but a lot of shit change. My if you read my book, you're gonna my dance floor seduction book, even though it's still applicable, 50% of the book, a lot of the shit is not applicable. It cherry balls. Shit changes from month to month, from year to year. That's why I have a video saying if you are not picking up women, You have no business doing giving pickup advice. Like I have a friend that he was like one of the best community guys. His name is Pure Evil. He doesn't teach. He got out of the forums. He got out of all this shit because he's not gaming. He hasn't been gaming for 2 years, so he has no business giving pickup advice. But you have all these fucking guys living on past success. That's another problem with the community. That have no game. That have no game in fucking years. For example, that guy Rolo Tromasi, fucking keyboard jockey. He's been married for like 20 years. He has no business fucking giving pickup advice at all. Zero. But there are a bunch of guys like that that haven't been gaming or picking up in years or with Corona, and they're still writing keyboard jockey shit. And I can tell I can tell they're not gaming. I can tell it. I can smell it because I'm out there gaming all the time, every weekend. All right. All right, guys. So another fucking shit, man, that pisses me off. Still till this day, how many times is the people undermining in the community the importance of fucking looking good and style and social freedom? The other day I fucking saw an article taking out of context about how guys with muscles have ugly girlfriends and are not good at pickup. Of course, they went to the bodybuilder extreme, which we know, okay? No girl is fucking attracted to bodybuilders. I don't know any girl attracted to bodybuilder. Instead of making the point that you will feel better, your clothes will fit better with the dating apps. With the dating apps, it's very visual. You have an advantage of being in shape. And by the way, good fucking luck if you are older in your 40s and 50s. If you're not in shape, it's a huge disadvantage. And I'm gonna make a video on that eventually. Okay, probably next week I'm gonna make a video on how if you are the way to get women when you're older. Okay, and this goes to that keyboard jockey guy that was telling me that, oh, you need to have money to get laid. No, when you're older, okay, and nobody discusses this in the fucking community or the red pill. The way to get girls without relying on money and status is to look like you're in your fucking 30s. Yeah, that's the secret. I just said it, and I'm gonna make a video on that. If you look like you're in your 30s, you have no fucking problem getting any type of girls, right? I'm talking to a 22-year-old. She just texted me. I'm gonna probably post the text, okay? In the next video, I'm gonna post the text in the next video. A 22 fucking year old, okay, hooking up with me. That wanna hook up with me. All right? Why? Because I look and dress and act like I'm in my 30s. That's the secret. I don't rely on fucking money. I don't rely on the status. Okay? I don't have a big Instagram and Facebook presence. You look at my Instagram and my Facebook, you think I'm a virgin. Okay? And this is the main fucking problem with the community, okay? The lack of practical advice on actually getting laid. They overcomplicate the fucking verbal game. Instead of teaching physicality, subcommunications, social freedom, which is what is going to get you laid, screening, okay? Important. They put a lot of importance on shit that have nothing to do with getting laid, bro. Right? That's it. I'm fucking pissed. I'm out. All right, guys. Sorry about my rant. I just had it with this fucking shit. I'm pissed. I'm angry. All right, guys. So you know the drill. Likes, subscribe, get the book. I'm not for everybody, guys. I'm sorry about my rant. No, I'm not on my idol. I'm not PMSing. I'm just mad. All this shit going on with the pickup community. Alright? Now, guys, again, I'm not for everybody. If you don't like it, please suck on my left nut because my right nut is the one that I use for reproductive purposes. Help me out. Get the book. Get the fuck out. Soon I'm gonna make the book in audiobook and I'm gonna update my book. I'm thinking about doing a texting book as well, because the community texting is ridiculous. That's another thing, bro. A bunch of never. Don't get me started on that. Okay, guys, I'm out.